How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring the Henri 4, the legendary tier French heavy cruiser. Henri 4, I think in my last video, kind of gave my thoughts on it, comparing it to the other heavy cruisers at the tier. And well, I don't really think it's the best in terms of kiting and farming. I think that still belongs to Zhao currently. Venezia is a pretty good close second because that sap damage is pretty nasty, especially with Arthas. But because we don't really play Henri because of those reasons, I decided to just take it out and play it again because it's been quite a while. I think my build has changed. I think we're actually using Saint Louis now. Ever since the Robin LaFierce commander came out, we started using that on Kleber. And, well, we're not really using our 4 reload boost build on Kleber and the Destroyer line anymore. So it kind of freed up Saint Louis to, I guess, our normal heavy cruisers, which is kind of nice. Still waiting for commander presets because I still kind of want to use the 4 reload boost build on Kleber, but at the same time having to change inspirations all the time, it's a lot of commander XP that probably will go to waste. And well, we do have some commander XP issues because we keep buying the commanders for commendations all the time, which does kind of suck. But either way, we have like 3 commanders which we need to max out with our legendary skill. Or rather, the legendary skills to max out with the commendations. So we're almost there to the point where all of our commander crates will just give us commendations. So probably by the end of next year. Schroeder charged in, set a permafire with cheat insta damage con. We are trying to set another fire. And well, we did get 1 fire with our reload boost. Unfortunately, we were trying to get more. We do get lucky though, we got another one. We don't have a reload boost though. It would have been nice to see a Schroeder with basically a quad fire trying to run away for his life, but that's unfortunately not the case. But Henri is very nice because of the 30mm casemate. We can kind of just park here since there's no battleship that will overmatch the 30 in this match for us. So we're just going to stay here and be a pest. We have friendly battleships that actually sort of pushed in closer than we did, so they'll probably take all the fire, and we can, well, just farm to our heart's content. Schroeder getting absolutely cooked, trying to hide in the smoke that was laid by a destroyer. Eats a torpedo, probably flooding. Schroeder is definitely going to die now. Enemy Alaska, super far away, can't do anything about him. GK, barely within our range. He is definitely going to be our next target. Hopefully we can get a fire early on, which he damage cons, and then we can do the same thing where we use our reload boost to just absolutely cook the GK. He is already on a fire, so we're going to try to set the second and see if we can get him to proc his DCP, and then that just leaves us free to farm him for all of his HP. GK Salvo, surprisingly, he shot at me, even though there's stuff much closer. Kind of interesting, he missed everything, and we're just gonna keep farming him. He did DCP, and we did set a fire, so we are just going to wait and see what happens at this point. He's on a double fire, but I also am not sure about him having fight fire with fire, which could also be a potential issue, which, as much as a battleship player, I enjoy fight fire with fire. I still think it's a bit overcooked in the fact that you can have fight fire with fire put out 2 triple fires, you know, basically back to back. I think it's fine to put out 1, but having it put out, I don't know, a lot. I think the issue is I had a Ohio match where I had Arthas, or not Arthas, sorry, Justinian Lions. I used Justinian Lions and I set like, I want to say 11 fires on a battleship, but because he had fight fire with fire, all of the triple fires got put out. Would be nice if there was a cooldown after the first fire gets put out, something like, I don't know, 20-30 seconds. Just not a free get out of jail free card, or basically preventing you from actually doing what you should be doing. Shima on the border gets spotted. I popped my reload boost because I thought our destroyer was going to actually have him spotted, but unfortunately that's not the case. We kind of wasted a whole reload boost, and yeah, time to leave. Shima dumped torps. we don't want to eat them for no reason. So we're just going to simply turn around and start pushing back in. Alaska, still full HP, but he looks like he's going to kite to the bottom left border. So I don't really want to waste my time doing that. I'd rather go to the other side because all we have there is one destroyer. If I can help him slow down that push, if they decide to continue around the map in a counterclockwise direction, pushing towards our destroyer, then we can, I guess, help him stop that. Because then we can also be a deterrent while our team kind of either pushes around the map in the counterclockwise direction, or they turn around and come back to face them head on. Shima was just hiding behind the island. RDD did go after him. Bunch of torps going for him. Was a little worried that he was going to eat torpedoes and die considering it's a 3-bar. But he dodged, survived. Shima running for his life. He's surrounded by pretty much our entire team, or at least what's left of it. And we hit him with a few shells, but unfortunately we leave him on a sliver of HP. That actually happens quite often. Every time we leave something on a sliver of HP, absolutely sucks. I think it does have to do with the fact that this build that I'm currently running, we don't actually have aiming systems. We have the turret traverse mod, because turret traverse on the Henri 4 is absolutely cheeks. I think we even have Mordov as an inspiration. Wait, is it Mordov? I don't think it's Mordov. Is it Mordov? Who's the cruiser commander that does the turret traverse? I think it's Mordov, but I think Mordov is the destroyer commander. Nope, it's Einstein. We have Einstein as the commander inspiration. So we're trying to get as much turret traverse as we can, because I think ideally we'd sort of be kiting and maneuvering a lot more than we actually had to in this match. And while doing that and having your turrets not be able to keep up with all of your turns kind of sucks, because then it really limits what you can actually do. And in this case, enemy team decided to not chase our destroyer, but instead turn in to face our team head on that was pushing counterclockwise, which I guess battleships would rather shoot battleships than chase a destroyer, so I guess we probably could have assumed that. But two brothers, there's always a chance to just go through the middle, which we see a huge opportunity here. Yoshino pushing in ahead of the Yamato. So we're just going to go through the middle. Hopefully we can catch his broadside. Ideally, we would simply remove him for all of his HP, or at least whatever he has left, without having to use our reload boost, and then we can bum rush the Yamato, because Henri 4 can Citadel Yamato pretty easily within 7 kilometers. So that's the plan. We want to get as close as we can to the Yamato, use our reload boost, and pump him full of citadels as quickly as we can. Enemy team still does have 2 destroyers, which could be an issue, but we also still have 3 of ours, so I don't think there's going to be that much of an issue. Yoshino, flat broadside, decent looking salvo. Leave him on 1 bar. We don't actually land nearly as many citadels as I was hoping for, so we have to use our reload boost here, which is kind of unfortunate, just to finish him off. And now there is a Yamato that is looking at me. Not the best. I was kind of hoping to be able to finish him off and maybe duck into cover pretty quickly, but Yamato, now that he realizes where we are, is going to stop and reverse. We also get I think at the beginning I said there's nothing in this match that overmatches. I meant the ships at the start didn't overmatch us, so we could sit there like the GK or Alaska. But Yamato overmatches our 30. I mean, even more so, we're close enough where he can potentially just target our bow and citadel us through the bow, which also is not very good for our health. Destroyer gets spotted to our right, torpedoes in front of us, so we know both destroyers are here. Yamato touches us a bit, and it definitely did hurt. But here's where the turret traverse does come in handy. Our turrets can turn to that gearing pretty quickly, which I think if we didn't have the turret traverse inspiration and mod, we probably wouldn't have been able to get that shot off, although we didn't really kill him, so not sure if that really makes a difference. Close enough to Yamato, who ended up going forward to dodge our torpedoes. We get a good enough angle for his cheek, and Yamato does go down. Gearing launched both sets, so now it's time to just bum rush him I do still have to worry about the other destroyer torpedoes, although I think I'm fast enough since I still have my engine boost that I can probably close the distance fast enough. And oh, that's not even a gearing, it's a Sumner. I lied, it's a Sumner. Sumner died anyway though. We closed the distance fast enough and Sumner was shooting, so he got spotted by a smoke firing penalty. And now it's just the, I think it was a Z-44 who is left, and we'll see. I got the Sumner wrong, or I thought it was a gearing. I might be wrong. It might not even be a Z-44. I think it is, but it might not be. So don't take my word for it. But we're going to bum rush the other destroyer in his smoke. He gets spotted. We zoom in, take our shot, and we pick up our 6th kill. Honestly, could have been 7 if we had aiming systems and actually hit more shells on that Shima. Unfortunate, it is what it is, but we did get our crack in Henri. Especially not playing it in quite a while. Not the most XP for 6 kills, although we didn't really get any objectives or captures. We did have resets, I think. Yeah, we had a couple resets, but yeah, no caps to boost our XP above 3k. Kind of unfortunate. We also didn't get a high caliber or Confederate, but yeah, still a good game nonetheless. We did have San Luis as our commander, and as you can see in the first mod slot, we did have turret traverse. Not sure if I'll go back to using aiming systems there, just for the one situation where we didn't, or I guess to Yoshino and Shimo. But then if we took that off, our turret traverse would go back to being very close to, I think it's actually 32 seconds or so, which is pretty bad for a cruiser. 32 seconds is actually worse than a lot of battleships at legendary tier without drill bits. So it's kind of in a spot where we just need to figure out what would be the best scenario for us to get accuracy and turret traverse, because turret traverse is kind of important for something that likes to wiggle. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more and share it with your friends. Or leave a comment down below on other ships you want to see in the future. But anyway guys, until next time, aloha.